Williams pairweight. Hi, how are both of you doing today?
Great.
Good. How are you?
I'm doing great. After you
Love that backdrop.
thank you. After you guys caused me so much anxiety this weekend watching this series, I appreciate you. Took me on a ride. But one of the first things that I wanted to ask you is, I love that this show really helps people understand why being your authentic self and wanting to experience your authentic desires, why that's so important. Even though I think they say be your self, no matter how uncomfortable it makes everyone else. And I wanted to ask the both of you, and Margaret, we can start with you. How do you ensure that you're staying true to yourself, either personally or professionally, no matter how it may make other people feel?
Being in an industry like Hollywood and having, especially, to tap into so many different worlds and also face so much rejection day in, day out, it can be really, really challenging. But thankfully, I lean on a community of friends and family that is so important to my success as a person and my outlook as a person. And I'm really, really grateful that I have them on this journey with me. And then, of course, also having my castmates who were just such great partners in this process. It really allowed me to be my authentic self throughout this process, to ask the questions I needed to ask, to express the reservations I have, and to really just be part of a team that made this phenomenal piece.
My mom always just said, just trust your gut, just trust your gut and try to be a good man. It's like anytime you trust your gut, it always seems to work out. It's when you let the outside noises get to you. So I try to just go back to that really simple thing that seems to work out pretty well if I follow it.
Now, we got to talk about this. We got to talk about what happened in the show now, because
Okay.
I am conflicted, because I need to understand. Do you feel as though that you two broke the code? Okay, I'm not going to spoil what happened, but kind of something that happens with both of your characters. Do you feel as though, Margaret, we could start with you, with Sasha? Do you feel like Sasha broke some girl code?
Well, I just want to say that someone came to Sasha's apartment.
Oh.
Sasha was just home living her life, okay? And that got interrupted by a force that she couldn't resist.
Adam, I think this is being put on you now.
I know. I feel attacked right now. No, I think it's context in relationships, the relationships that all these guys have. And it shows it in their past when they're also very open, and Sasha and Brad have their own dynamic that I don't know how much we can talk about, because you said you don't want to spoil it for anyone, but it's like it's quite clear that they have their own thing too. So they have their own dynamic that I think we can, that it justifies the events that you're talking about.
And in terms of girl code, I think what was really important to our showrunner and to us as we were going through the season is that we really wanted this friendship to be so rock solid that nothing could be trivialized over men. And there is that element of betrayal in the scene that I think you're talking about. But it's on both sides. There's part of that interaction that Sasha is unaware that it's happening. And what really makes this different, I would say, is the fact that they actually engage around it. They talk about it. They come together and they respect the value of their relationship enough as friends to really hash it out together versus make it something that would, eviscerate what has been an almost decade of really close friendship.
You know what? That made me feel better now. I'm not even gonna hold it against Sasha anymore. We're still gonna blame Brad, but we're not gonna hold it against
Oh, here we go.
I appreciate you.
Oh, Brad.
But one of the things that we see with both of your characters is really this journey on change, and how we have this question: are people really capable of changing who they are at their core? And I wanted to ask for both of your characters, there's some shifts that happen with both of you. Do you feel as though the change that we see your characters going through, do you feel like it's a permanent change for the better?
Brad, Brad, the love and the losing Billy, that's the catalyst of him facing a lot of the issues that he hasn't dealt with. So yeah, I think he's changed for sure, because he was brave enough to go face something head on that he hadn't been willing to before. And I think that takes courage. And, who knows how much you can change, but you definitely have learnt lessons where you're a better version of your past self before you dealt with them,
Yeah, I think for Sasha, it's interesting because when we meet her, she is so very much kind of living the life where one might say she has it all, or where I feel Sasha would say she has it all. And that is complicated by, people who see her or want to engage with her, especially on an intimate level, in a way that she has not really invited into her life in that way. So it's a unique shift that she's got to contemplate and that she really needs Billy to sort through. And it'll be interesting to see how that manifests as the show goes on. And is she able to retain that kind of wild child essence and have it all thing? Like, what does she actually want long term?
I can't wait to see what happens next. I'm manifesting the season 2 is going to happen. Is already done, but is manifesting. But I thank the both of you for taking the time to speak with me, and I cannot wait to see all the discussions that come out after this series premieres. But I hope you have a great rest of your day and enjoy the rest of your week.
You too. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.